Good afternoon, and welcome to a special edition of our webinar. These are like buses. You expect them to come along. Then we've got two in the same week. Normal rules apply, so please like, share, comment, leave any questions. We're going to try and get all of the questions in at the end, but start sending them throughout. You'll find us on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And again, set a reminder for next week's episode before you start. So again, the special webinar that we wanted to do today, looking forward 2 weeks away to our first very special VirtuWorks event with Green Building Council. So let me do a quick introductions first. So Tamlynne, please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, Tamlynne Wilton-Gurney, the Chief Ideas Officer at IDNA and conference organizer for the Green Building Council for many years and for their first virtual event this year. So it's very exciting.
And Lisa, the CEO of Green Building Council, please, over to you.
Hi, everybody. As David said, my name is Lisa Reynolds. I'm the CEO of the Green Building Council in South Africa, and we are phenomenally excited to have our convention in the virtual space. You know, under this whole lockdown and COVID, we were wondering, what are we going to do about convention? Because the big thing about convention is not just about the talks. The talks are good, they're interesting, and you learn a lot. But convention's about networking. And we wanted a convention that had that networking aspect. And this convention, this type of virtual immersive convention, is going to give us both. It's going to give us the interest, it's going to give us the knowledge, it's going to give us the educational part of it, but we're not going to lose the networking part of it. It's great. Any of you who have played Sims, TV games, whatever, and you create your own avatar and you do your thing. I don't want to go into too much detail because there's experts here that know way more than I do. But guys, it's exciting. I want you to be with us in our convention. So I'm going to hand back to Tam and she's going to run us through everything. Please, guys, be with us.
All right. So Andy, while you're getting onto the platform, so Andy's in the background. You can't see him. He's like a ghost. He's going to be driving the platform for us today. And what I'm going to do is just talk you through a couple of the features before I then show you what we're doing with the Green Building Convention. So what's great about this platform is that you can go onto the platform and create your own avatar to look like you. So you'll see here what Andy's doing is he's going to build his character. He can change his clothes. He can grow a mustache. He can change his, the size of his eyes, his eyebrows, hair, body, skin tones, and he can then go and even change his clothes. So he can change his shoes or whatever it is. I always make jokes here and say, ladies, this is the time when you can give yourself those pouty lips and wrinkle-free cheekbones. So yeah, you can do a lot in the platform. And what's great is that and those of you who are attending convention, you'll see there's a bit of a surprise for you when you come to this part of the setup, because there'll be a little outfit here that you can choose to put on, which I think you'll all really enjoy. And that's just one of our sneaky surprises we've got coming up for you. What I'm going to do now is just go into VirtuWorks and just show you how the platform works. So if you're in the platform, you'll walk around. There'll be a couple of these characters you see as NPCs. That will allow you to talk to the person. They'll tell you to please step forward and go and do the demo just to understand how it works, take the tutorial. And we just go into VirtuWorks. Let's go and have a look at the kind of, so here you'll see a whole variety of doors you could potentially walk through. That could be like your exhibition, the auditorium, the courtyard, classrooms, boardrooms, etc. So what I don't want to do is go through those doors now and show those to you just yet, because we'd like for you to experience them live, when we are doing, when we're at convention. But for now, what I want to do is just show you what we've done with the platform. And yeah, so Dave, if you can just bring my screen in, I'd like to just talk through some of the features of convention and what we're going to be doing.
Yep, you've got the screen.
Okay, great. So when you come into the platform, you'll go into a lobby. Everywhere where you see bright colored blocks, that's all where we're still busy adding branding. Okay, they're private networking zones. There are speed networking spaces where you can sit and talk to somebody across from you. We'll keep timing of this. You will literally bump into someone new every time you're in the lobby. You can click on their avatar and read about them, link to their LinkedIn profile, and network with them as you would in the real world. The difference is now you don't have to wear a mask. Over here is the lobby doors. So all of these elevators go to a different room. So you would then take an elevator to a specific room based on the program. So going to the opening plenary or going to one of the breakaways, which I'll show you shortly. This is a leaderboard. The way that we've set it up is that in order for you to win, you'd have to engage in the platform. So you have to download a brochure in the platform. You've got to rate a stand. You have to attend an event in the auditorium. You need to ask a question during the presentation. You need to visit you need to go to an exhibitor's website, speak to someone, rate a speaker. So the more of these challenges you open or unlock, the better your points. And so the delegate with the highest points, the fastest completion rate to do all of these challenges will get 4 complimentary tickets to next year's convention. The exhibition we're most excited about. It's a really beautiful space, and we've managed to really try and bring the real life aspects of an exhibition into the platform. As you can see here, all of these colorful branded banners are all still going to be branded with our exhibitors. Exhibitors can then choose their stands. This is one of the booths that we have for one of the exhibitors. And where you see A1 and B1, those are branding components. You can change the colors to suit your corporate identity. The great thing about the platform is that you actually end up with 2 stands. So if you've got a small stand, this will be what people will see. When they come and visit your stand, they will go into another stand, which is a whole entire space. So you end up, even the 3x3 stands, end up having a huge space where you can network, view and download brochures, go to the website, network with other delegates, etc. And then you can literally teleport out once you're done. If you go to a booth and the booth is full and someone's not able to see you at that point, you can add yourself to the queue and keep walking on. When that exhibitor is able to see you, it will advise you that you can then teleport into their booth. From an exhibitor perspective, exhibitors can change their booth color while they are at their stand. So if you wanted to change your walls, you can do that yourself. You don't have to rely on us being able to change and recolor everything for you. From a stats perspective and an upload perspective, you can upload your own brochure, your showreel, your posters, and your logo. And every day you can see who are the visitors that have come to your booth, what was the kind of average time, total rating, speaker rating, and you can see the visitors. So what are the LinkedIn profiles of the visitors that have come to your booth and engaged with your booth? So yeah, very exciting. The auditorium, we're very excited about again. This is where everybody will be. This is a 1,000-seater. As you can see, we will be sitting in the auditorium. We are able to ask questions to the moderator, and the moderator will then question the main speaker. So this is what our main auditorium looks like, again, with all of these avatars looking like their own people. And then your sessions as well, your breakaway sessions, a lot smaller auditorium. Yeah, you can sit in these sessions, you can teleport out, you can change sessions, go between sessions. All of those things are possible in the virtual space. If you don't want to attend the sessions, you can go back to the lobby or back to the exhibition room and go and network. So Dave, if you can take me back into the platform, please.
I certainly can. There we go.
Okay. So some of the other spaces I wanted to show you is this. If you can go into the art gallery, please, Andy. Anyone? So just to show you the quality of the virtual environment, this is something we've done to display the art. So you can literally walk up to a painting and go and view it. So maybe just click on one of the nicer artwork pieces, Andy, just to show how it works. So this is the clarity you can expect. If someone else was in the art room at the same time as me, I could be talking to them right now, admiring this beautiful piece of artwork. So yeah, that's what's really exciting about the platform, guys. Lisa, do you want to kind of just talk a little bit about the application of it? Any questions from your side? Because I mean, we're also showing you this for the first time as well. So
absolutely. I think the most important thing as well, and I probably didn't have mentioned it in my hype about getting started and wanting to get into the demo, is one of the most important things is that, as we all know, while we've been in lockdown, the earth healed a little bit, and we must do our bit for what we call the green recovery. That while we're going to recover economically, let's make it green. And I think, again, this part of choosing this platform and not having everybody there in person is part of our piece that we're doing for the green recovery. But as I said, it's also about the networking, and it's about seeing things. And what's nice about this as well is that we can have people around the world coming to visit us, attending the convention without getting on an aeroplane and adding to the carbon footprint. Is we're having people get the full experience of everything and being there. So, for exhibitors, it's ideal. Your audience is way broader than it would have been if it would have been a live venue, a live event. So I think what I would like to ask is, so if can I see who's currently attending the convention?
yes, you can. So the great thing, again, about the platform is that you can see who your friends are. You can go and add friends ahead of time. Go and look through the delegate list, add them as your friend list, talk to them. I could find you on the platform and say, Lisa, where are you? You'll tell me I'm in the main auditorium, and then I can teleport to join you, or I'm in the lobby and I can teleport to join you there as well. So the great thing about that is you can find your friends, teleport to meet them where they are, network. You can chat to people on the app because there's a mobile app as well. So you've got the mobile app to talk to people, and you've got the platform. So if you can't find someone, you can get them on the mobile app or just phone them and say, where are you? But ideally, you want to go onto the platform, click on someone's name, ask them where they are, ask them if they can chat to you, teleport to a space to network, and there you go.
And then
Lisa, isn't it?
Sorry, David.
No, it's interesting. You make the point. I mean, I'm under no illusion. The new norm and the world will go back a little bit when COVID eventually passes. But you stress on the carbon reduction, which is huge. I'm a serial traveler and conference attender from the past, and it's not just the carbon, although that's such a massive part of this platform. It's the time you save, the 2 days traveling there and back. It's getting to a hotel and being flustered, arriving at the event and not being organized, trying to catch up with people when your SIM card isn't working. Getting to the hotel that night, knowing you've got a full day of work tomorrow and travel with 600 business cards and a bag full of PDFs. And I think what we've tried to do in this platform is fix all of that. So there's a carbon reduction, there is a time saving, and there is an efficiency that you will gain by coming on the platform. And that for us was the aim.
No, and that's exactly what we're looking for in exactly those sort of aspects of it, because we haven't spoken a lot about the time, but the time saving is amazing. And also that you away from home, I mean, if you're traveling far and you're sort of out of your normal routine, at least you can still be doing your sort of normal home life stuff.
Yep.
and yet you're attending this world-class event. So that's the amazing thing about it. So, and what I really like is that you can teleport without saying, beam me up, Scotty. Sorry, I've got motion sensor lighting here. So I'm going, but I move a bit, I'll go into the dark.
That's very it's incredible to see. And again, you're right, the ability to get up, walk the kids, feed the dogs, put on a coffee, still sit in your slippers and be in the event and attend the conference and not miss it. The important bit for us was you shouldn't leave this thinking, if only it had been a real event. I couldn't do something, or I didn't quite get the 5 minutes I wanted with the CFO of that company. And for us, that's the essential. So, okay, you've done it on your computer, but you got everything that you wanted out of it.
And that's it. I think that's the important thing. Plus, as I say, it's also interactive. So as Tam said, we've got different workshops, we've got brainwave stages, we've got everything that we had in the real life events. But we don't want to lose any of that interactivity. So let's go to, say, a workshop. How interactive is it going to be for audiences to participate in these workshops? Is it going to be easy, difficult?
Easy. So the way that you can engage in the platform is threefold. Ideally, we want people to download the platform because you'll get a much more immersive experience, but there is a web version. And if you connect through the web version, you will see a live stream coming out of the platform. You'll see the avatar, these slides presenting to them. So it's super easy, because if that's the only way you can connect, that's fine. What you'll then do, even on the web platform, is go and create your avatar to go and talk to the exhibitors. So you're still able to do all of those bits and pieces, and we can still see who's watching and kind of, for CPD and all of those bits and pieces. From a workshop perspective, what we've done is, when you get teleported into the venue, so breakaways, workshops, brainwave stage, whatever that is, your mic and your legs are removed. When I say your legs, I mean you can't move, so we don't chop off the avatar's legs, just in case anyone's wondering. We just make sure that you can't jump and make the experience bad for everyone else. So we remove your movement so that you can then talk on text to the moderator. The moderator then asks the questions to the speaker, so they're talking live. You can then go to a smaller room, and what we've done is, if you've got group work, you're able to talk to each other and do that group work, and then go back into the platform and share those findings and those kinds of things. But what's great to know is that no matter what your level, whatever your tech savviness is, there is going to be an option for you to connect. You don't have to be a gamer. You don't have to know, what AFD means. It is AFD, right?
Okay.
Whatever, away from desk, away from keyboard, away from something. See, exactly.
Because I get heckled at every single conference I ever do. So removing the hecklers for me is going to be fantastic.
Yeah. So it's going to be super easy. It just depends on the level of excitement and the level of immersiveness that you want, right? For exhibitors and speakers, we want them to download the platform, because the experience for them is going to be so much richer. For delegates, if you can't download the platform, you're not going to suffer. You'll just watch it from a web-based version. So you still have access to kind of all of the content and all of the networking opportunities as well.
And I think that's an important point that you stressed on, Tam, because again, there's nothing worse than missing the one speaker that you wanted to watch, or you didn't get 5 minutes of the booth. And the beauty of this platform, again, is if you miss something, if you had to go and take the bins out because your wife's going to tell you off, it's going to be on the platform that you're going to get access to afterwards. You can seek meetings after the event closes down with the exhibitor. So again, all of this stuff, we're going to try and make it so user-friendly and so easy for you that you've got access to it offline.
The value for exhibitors is huge.
Yeah. No, but I think what you said is very important about, it's in real life. You have to now choose where, which talk you want to go to, which workshop you want to go to. Whereas now you'll get, you'll have access to it afterwards, and you can download it and you can see and hear, listen, and maybe not quite experience because it's not interactive, but you're experiencing what people experienced in that platform. And I think, again, a little bit of business, Tamlynne mentioned it, we do have CPD points for these things. The CPDs are really important in a lot of people's lives. So please know that we are, just because it's virtual doesn't mean it's not got the same gravitas. It really, really does.
In fact, we've been able to get more amazing speakers this time, because a lot of the speakers we generally would have asked aren't able to travel. So our program has always been good. We're known for a great program, but I think, again, this year we've got a content-rich, exciting program, and we've got amazing speakers from all over the world who have generously, contributed their time. And I think you're definitely going to come away from convention feeling like you were really happy to be there. Never mind the cost, right? I mean, what's been great about this platform and the partnership with VirtuLabs is that we've been able to reduce the cost of attending the convention by 85%, which is great if you think about how we're all struggling from an economy perspective, different industries. So it's very important that we are coming together to try and find ways to make these things affordable so that you can still get your CPD, you can still talk to your colleagues, etc., etc. Yeah.
I guess, Tam, that's the one area you've not covered. Tell us what can people expect during the conference?
So what can they expect? They can expect an amazing opening plenary with Clive Wilkinson, who is a phenomenal architect, and that's brought to you by Buchutman. We have our 5 tracks that we usually have. So we've got the build track, the leadership track, the investment track, the value chain track, and the cities track. We have an amazing pre-conference satellite session brought to you by Sustainable Energy Africa. And we're also launching the Circular Economy Special Interest Group brought to you by Bulgatex. And of course, all of this is brought to you by Nedbank, our host sponsor. So it's very exciting. We've been really bowled over by the amount of support that we've received. We've already got more delegates at this point than we did last year, same time, for our convention. And our exhibitors, we've got people who've never exhibited before who have now come on board. We've had people who've never come to convention before who are testing it out. So yeah, I don't want to give too much away because we really want you to register. But I promise you it's going to be an amazing experience for everyone.
Good.
Yes. And you'll see us all as well. Sorry, the Green Building Council staff will be there in avatar form, but there and present. And sort of, so any interaction, I'll be there. I don't know if that's a plus or a minus, but I'll be there. And you're welcome to, click on my avatar and come talk to me, and we can.
I'm growing my hair in avatar form, but we are struggling to put Tam's hat into the platform. we will report back shortly. And I guess
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for it. I thought we're almost out of time, and he hasn't said a thing about my hat.
It's a lovely hat. I love that. So with the I guess, Lisa, maybe some sort of closing thoughts on, what's coming, what you're looking forward to, and round it off.
Well, I've mentioned a lot, but I think the big thing that I'm looking forward to is seeing everybody again. I think we've had a long, tough year. Who knew in March that it would be 6 months of lockdown type thing? And if we can't see each other in person, I'm really looking forward to seeing you at the convention and talking to you all. As you all know, I became CEO in June this year, and I've been trying to speak to all members and whatever, and convention's the ideal time for me to get to see everybody, even if it isn't a virtual platform. And that is what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the opportunity of seeing you. I'm looking to the opportunity of sharing with you. And I think I'm looking forward to the opportunity of you guys getting everything and more that you have gotten from previous conventions, getting it plus. And I think it's such an exciting opportunity. And look, let's be honest, it's not without its headaches. I'm sure David used to have longer hair, but he probably has pulled his hair out a little. Tam has to wear a hat to hide his hair out.
I'm hiding grey hair.
Yeah. So, guys, it hasn't been an easy road, but we believe that the innovative way is the way to go. And we hope that we again showing that we can lead the pack in innovation. And I think I'm really looking forward to it because it's got you guys in it. And I think, from myself and my team, that's all we can ask for. And I think, obviously, I'd like to also take this opportunity to thank Tam for all her hard work in doing this. David and Andy, your team, amazing stuff. And I know that via Tam, we've been quite demanding. But I want to thank you because it's been such a great journey. And I can't wait for the actual experience. And as I always say, I wanted to be Wonder Woman, my avatar. But as CEO, I thought maybe I should be CEO and not Wonder Woman. But because you all know my alter ego.
We'll do something special for your avatar, don't you worry. Any closing thoughts?
Do we have any questions?
Yes.
There was one question come in. It's literally only about your hat. So I thought we'd skip that for the moment.
Is it Anthony? It's got to be Anthony. I knew it.
Yeah.
Quick question, Sam. Where did you get that headgear? See, he appreciates style. That's why.
When you make controversial decisions, expect controversial questions.
Great. Guys, we hope you'll register. We are going to be keeping registration open up until about a week before the event. Then we are going to close so we can get ready. So please send through those registrations. If you've got groups and you don't feel like sitting down and registering everybody, send us an email. We'll help facilitate all of that. And there will be time to get onto the platform before the event to practice so that you don't run around not knowing what to do on the day of the event. So register, get those exhibition stands. I think we've got 5 booths left. So yeah, looking forward to hearing from you all, and let's get the show on the road.
Good. Lisa, Tam, I can't say thank you enough. For VirtueWorks, early adopters are important to us, but carbon reduction for our company is essential. It's key. For our planet, it's important. And for me personally, it's a major driving force in my life. So to have you guys on as the opening of VirtueWorks, I think is just so fitting. So thank you for choosing us. I look forward to being on the event and talking to everyone there. If there are any questions that come in afterwards, please fire them in on the socials. If not, you can contact us through VirtueWorks or Virtue Lab or through IDNA or through Lisa. So hit us all up, and thank you very much. And I will see everyone else next Wednesday. Thanks, ladies.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye, everybody.